What's up, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of AIM? Welcome back to AIM's Nation. If you're new to this channel, my name is Imable, aka The Fallen King. I'm not gonna do the entire intro because, I'm not actually making an actual video that I'm going to post on YouTube. But today, I wanted to let you guys know that I just dropped my very recent epic video. I called it, or no, not a video, it's a podcast on my podcast. I just dropped a podcast that I just recently recorded. It's called Be Yourself. So I would love if you guys went over there to support me. I know and really, really appreciate the fact that most of you in the past have helped me so much to make a lot of decisions that really changed my life. And I don't know how to express that through words. Words are not enough to really explain how grateful I am. So, guys, thank you very much for everything. But to truly understand what's going on in my life, go over there and check out my podcast. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course, because I make a lot of beautiful videos like this. Other than that, guys, I love you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Subscribe to Ames Nation, baby. Peace. And then Grandpa woke up. It was in the early morning hours, the day right before his daughter was supposed to get married. He called her and they sat in the living room and he said, "My daughter, life is going too fast. I never had time for us to sit down and talk. Your day of marriage is one of the things that's going to make my dreams come true. So before you go, let me tell you the secret of having a good family. My daughter, tomorrow my dreams will be fulfilled because you're gonna leave my house to go to your husband, and then you're gonna start fulfilling yours too. Since your childhood, I took good care of you because of the mercy of God. But before you go home to your husband, there are a few things I want to tell you about living with your husband and building a family in general. Remember the day you finished school, you came home to me and I gave you money to pay for school. But even though I gave it to you, it wasn't my own money. I know you thought that I was the one paying for your school, but the truth is, I didn't have anything back then. But rather, it was your mom who gave it to me because she was the one who had the ability to get it. Your mom could have given it to you, but because of the way she respected me, she decided to hand it to me so I could give it to you, so that you would not look through me. So hear me and do as your mom did. Love and respect your husband. My daughter, there are those times when days change and your husband tries everything he can with no luck. And then he gets confused and frustrated, wondering what he can or what he can't do. So when that happens, he fears that you will not love and respect him. Many women happen to do that to their husbands, and this is the time for you to be closer to him and show him that you have everything that you need, that you don't need anything. That is the way to show your husband that you love him and you respect him, whether in the house or in public. My daughter, sometimes you might argue and fight with your husband, but even then, show him that you respect him. Remember the day I spoke bad to your mom? What did she do? She said nothing. The day she spoke bad to me, what did I do? I said nothing. So my daughter, you need to learn how to say nothing, because when one member of the family speaks up, you have to learn to relax. Because when both sides speak up, the problem starts and there is no solution there. My daughter, one thing you need to know about your husband is the type of food he likes to eat. If he likes to eat a lot of different kinds of food, you need to know that too. Don't ask him what you should prepare for him, because you already know what he likes. And my daughter, I want to let you know that one day your mom caught me playing with another woman's hand, and I was drunk. But there has never been even one time where I ever cheated on your mom. And when she saw us, she never even once fought with that woman or argued. But she just left, acted like she saw nothing. Later that day, I was afraid to go home because I was afraid that tonight things were going to get lit. Later that night, when I came home, she didn't do anything. She greeted me just like any other day. She gave me water to wash my feet and even gave me food. When I saw that nothing happened, even though I knew I was in the wrong and deserved to get punished, I felt my heart telling me that I'm guilty. I started apologizing without anybody asking. From that day on, I never done it again. I never looked at another woman's man or another man's woman or felt affection for them. What if she had gotten into a fight with that woman or argued with them? Or what if I got home that night and she cussed at me? What was I going to do? Maybe I would have ran away because of the fear and anger to the woman I was touching, and then everything between me and your mom would be over right there. So my daughter, being quiet and not rushing to assumptions can solve problems rather than fighting or arguing. And my daughter, you need to forget everything you learned from those romantic books about love that you read when you were 21 or 22. Or those Hindi movies or American movies that you like to watch. Because that is not the way your house needs to be built. My daughter, life is different from those things that you see. Those are a few myths and lies in movies or in the books of romance. Those are just shows, stories, acting. My daughter, sadness, fear, and frustration sometimes grow stronger than happiness. But a smart, loving, patient heart is the one that can overcome all. My daughter, the last thing I want to tell you is this. Remember that you were born after me and your mom's wedding? Life was hard. Your mom worked 2 jobs, from one job to another. I had a job too, but I was the first one to arrive home at 6 p.m. and your mom arrived home at 8 p.m. Very exhausted, even though it was obvious, she still cooked for me my dinner, regardless of how tired she was, and that is how you were born. Don't ever turn it into a habit to not give your husband his dinner. Sometimes days are not the same. Sometimes you'll be tired, but talk about it without scolding him. You could even postpone it till a different day without talking back to him. My daughter, be a good woman, a wife, and always be your daddy's daughter. And when problems spark up in your relationship with your husband, do whatever you can. Be the first to show the need to fix it, to resolve it. Because there is nothing that a woman looks for that she cannot find when she really needs it. My daughter, stay away from bad friends that are women. My child, rather find friends in those women who respect themselves. Women who live with their husbands happily. Those are the people who can give you the facts and knowledge to a home that grows. My daughter, when your husband sees something he doesn't like or that he's not comfortable with on you, don't fight with him, but help him and stop that habit forever. Or explain it so that you have the same understanding. My daughter, don't ever take away the chances to talk to your husband anytime that it is possible. Because it is one way to help a couple that is meant for each other to live happily. Happiness doesn't just come to people who want it. It comes to those who need it. And this is how people defend themselves from the wrong. My daughter, praying and praising God needs to be your everyday wear. every day and night. And after that, my daughter has a wonderful home.